Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. I picked up the A112 today because the fuel tank has rusted through, so I can't really fill it with petrol. When it gets to around the reserve level, I think that's a couple of liters left, it will stop leaking. So it was possible to actually drive it here, but I cannot fill anything into it. It will just start to spill out. I tried to fix the leak at one point, but it seems to be a lot of small rusty pinholes. So I have gotten a hold of a used tank that looks to be in better condition than mine. So I really hope that's the case. It really does look a lot better. So I want to take the old one off today, fit the new one, and then hopefully I can drive this car again. So first thing, going to lift up this rubber. There we go. We got access to the fuel center unit and fuel takeoff. We're gonna disconnect all this. I am planning on just taking this and put to the other tank. I'm a bit undecided about that. I will check the look of the other one, but I know that this works, so it would be wise to just keep it in place. By the way, power is disconnected. The battery is not even in the car at the moment because I'm a bit extra careful when it comes to electricity on a fuel tank. I don't really like that. Then I need to remove this nut right there because that's the ground strap. Like that. Yeah, I have to change them because I damaged them. So that's that. This is all we have to do from up here, I think. Now we have the fuel tank right there. We need to move aside the handbrake cable. Then I need to undo a duplicate clip on this. Hopefully we can reuse that little rubber piece. And there is also a connection for the breather up there. I am unsure how much fuel is left in the tank, and I would really like to not remove this and have it come spilling out. So, oh, there's another rusty spot. This tank is... I might have to actually accept that this car is... It's not just the tank, it's actually the car is kind of rusty. But I'll just have to fix it along the way. But if you look at the inner seal up here, that it needs some work at some point. Oh, there you go. Got another leak now. Now it's pissing out. So this is how bad this tank was. Just a bit of scraping gives me a pinhole. And I don't think a lot of fuel is in here, but I'm gonna try to catch it anyway because I actually think the fuel that's coming out right now is pretty clean. Once the crap just came out, so I'm just gonna collect it. Maybe I can use it on a garden tractor or something like that, or maybe to flush to the new tank with. So with the fuel tank drained, I am going to remove the handbrake cable to just make it easier to get it in and out without having to fight it too much. But it will be easier if I take the right tools with me. Like that. That gives us access to take it down without too much of a hassle. So there we go, that is loose now. This should be it. There we go. It is out. With the fuel tank now out of the car, I'm going to take this one out because I know it works. I would like to just fit that to the other tank to not have to worry about having to swap it. It's possible to swap it, of course, but yeah, I would just like to change it. The tank is really rusty though. It's completely delaminating up here. This is where I punched a hole. It is just gone. So yeah, it's from 1985, so it's all right. This was where it was leaking from to begin with. It's really not good. But I'm going to remove this. Let's remove it. Hopefully there is a gasket that I can reuse. And hopefully I can take it out. Sometimes that can be really difficult. Yep. This is the mechanism that shows the level of fuel. So this one, of course, floats and will be pushed up and down by the fuel. And it's working on this one, I know. So that is good. That's really good. This little thingy is a damper for that mechanism. So when you drive around and the fuel sloshes around, it will be a bit slower because of this. So it won't just follow the waves inside the tank, because this will dampen it. This is the new tank, and I know it actually looks worse than the old one. But trust me, it isn't. It's just grime. It is a lot better. It's not perfect either, but it will last for a long time. This time I'm gonna clean up around here before doing anything, because I don't want too much crap inside my tank. So this is good enough for me to take the center out nice and slowly and then fit the other one in. So yeah, most likely this one is working also. It's a bit more stuck, but that's because it's completely dry, of course. But I didn't want to risk it, so I'm just gonna swap the old unit back in and then take the old center and fit it back in. Without touching too much. I really don't want any crap down there. These are soft still, but I'm gonna change them. This fuel hose looks like something from a fish tank, but it's supposed to be approved for this kind of fuel. So I'm gonna fit that. The other end I'm fitting with a clean bolt to just avoid it scooping up anti-rust treatment and crap. So like that. Like this. Then I need to take off this old piece of rubber from the breather hose. That is really brittle. And the old rubber from the filler. Now the inside of this tank is really clean, but of course there is a bit of dust and a bit of rust starting in the bottom end because it's so dry. Don't know how well I can show you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some 2-stroke fuel and slush it about a bit and pour it out, and then I think it's good enough. The oil is just to lubricate it, to rust treat it a little bit and make all the moving parts be a bit lubricated. I don't know if it makes any sense, but yeah, that's what I like to do. And then I'm just going to fit it back on. Like that. Came on easier than I was expecting it to come, actually. And that is always nice. I really hope this is the right. I don't think they were crossing. I could be wrong though, that would be really annoying. But I guess we're going to find out pretty quickly, because if we attach the sucking side to the return, it won't work. Then I'm going to tighten up these, put the wire back in. I can't do that with one hand, so be right back. And then we're going to start the car up and see if it works and if it's leak free down here. Works. That seems to work just fine. So the Lancia is working once again without dripping fuel everywhere. It was really pouring out that rusty holes, and it was just a matter of time before it actually became a rather big hole. So it's not my plan to drive this a lot at the moment, because there's still chances of rusty weather and salt on the roads. It's nice to know that it is now working, because the Lada Niva is really a lot of fun. But sometimes it's a bit unstable, so it's good to have a backup plan in case I need to go somewhere. So that's nice. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Now, what is that?